Hello, Aquarius. My name is Nigel, and you have found my alchemy. Welcome to your September 2024 reading. There is a lot on the table to unpack, and we are going to do this together. Here we have, overarching your month, the card of winter. Let's see if I can get that focused. The numbers 16 or 7 could mean something to you this month. This represents the North. As you can see, the North Star is prominently displayed. In alchemy, a side note is the winter comes first. So this is a beginning, It's a time when we naturally turn inward. Regardless of when this card appears, it sort of indicates we are suspended in Mother Earth. It's a pause. It represents water, and it's a mobile form. It's frozen. Okay, let's move on here. I think I'm going to... Here. Sorry about that. These cards are extremely annoying to pick up. I say that every time, so I apologize. You do have something going on here, Aquarius, where something may trigger something from your childhood this month. There may be something that you don't show, you don't share. You put on a smiling face, but inside your head, as depicted in this photo, or this drawing, I should say, there is a child, a child that's not happy, a child that's crying. So there may be something that goes on this month that triggers something like that for you. Something that you maybe don't want to see, something that you maybe haven't wanted to see. But here we are. We're seeing it. We have Nyx. Let me see if I can do this to where you can see the whole card. Isn't that a beautiful card? Nyx is the personification of night. She's acknowledged as one of the primordial goddesses. She oversaw the dawn of creation. So I'm starting to see a theme of beginnings here for you. You are being called, Aquarius, to walk in the realm of your shadow, to face what lurks there. And it sort of goes along with these two cards. You're being asked to see something, to acknowledge something perhaps that you don't like to think about, you don't like to talk about, you don't like to look at. Now, as far as your love life, you do have a card here. Let me get these cards up. You do have a card here that says, I will wait for a sign from you. This could be you waiting on someone, or it could be someone waiting on you. Here you have the pawn. It says you will not be played in the game of love. Perhaps you have felt like a pawn, Aquarius. There is a date on here it's sort of interesting. It says 11/27/2019. I don't know if you can see that. 11/27/2019. Perhaps think back to 2019. Did something happen around that time, Aquarius? There is something in the realm of love here. Maybe you feel that you were played like a pawn. Maybe you are waiting for a message from somebody. It could very well be, Aquarius, that you have felt like a pawn, therefore someone's waiting for a message from you. As we carry on through the tarot and everything, we'll get a more clear picture of everything. You do have follow the leader here. Let me see if I can pick that up. Yes. All the cards are easy to pick up except for those every single time. So you have follow the leader. So the number 40 or 4 may also be relevant to you somehow. As you can see, it does look like new beginnings as well, right? There is something. And what I do notice there too is there is a scene of fall there, right? You can see the leaves on the trees. You could also see a clock. So timing seems to be a thing. Can't wait to put this all together. It really is like a puzzle. But the following the leader card, you may be called upon to divulge things about yourself, about your past. Another message is that from Spirit is, the Spirit is asking you to emulate only what you yourself respect. But I can't help but think that there is something that's going to be asked of you this month, Aquarius. You do have the scarab beetle. And the scarab beetle spirit it works, it says magic works through you. And I do believe this is going to be a very magical month for you. I really, really do. And I'm not just saying that. I really believe that just based on your cards. You do have the card of fame and fortune centering your reading as well. And it says, you are about to steal the limelight, clear any fear of success, and let yourself shine. You may be in the spotlight this month for one reason or another, Aquarius, because you do have also the card of achievement, and it says enjoy the look, it's the limelight. That word is on both of these cards. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. Okay, I'm not really feeling that, but I am feeling this achievement, and I am feeling this limelight energy. It's very, very strong in this reading. As a result here, Aquarius, you may have some gossip about you, and that comes with the limelight, unfortunately. And it does say here, it says, people are talking about you and what you're doing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It says minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. I do take this card seriously about being in the limelight, people talking about you. I don't think this is a warning. I just think that that's what happens. You're going to be recognized for something this month. There is going to be some recognition your way, for sure. You do have here psychic protection, and when these particular cards come in reverse, that means it's not something you have to seek out. It's something that will naturally be with you. And you do have the number 40 twice. The number 40 or the number 4 could be very relevant. It says, around me now a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. And this, like I said, in this particular deck coming in reverse, there is nothing you need to do, Aquarius. You're going to be protected. It looks like this month you may need some protection, some shielding. Like I said, I didn't really go through the tarot yet, but it looks like you're going to need to quell that child inside you. Let's look at these cards. What you hear, let's start with the solstice. It says solstice, focus, transition again, amplification. And, you know, the solstice is an interesting time of year. It's in June and it's in December. And what it is the change of the length of the night and the day. And it results in the longest and the shortest days of the year. The sun reaches its most northern point or southern point during the solstice. So let's keep that in mind as we go through the reading. And you also have moon. It says emotions, instincts, and subconscious. I do believe there's stuff from your subconscious rearing its head this month, Aquarius. But as far as the moon in September, we have on September 17th a harvest moon. And this card really reminds me of the harvest as well, with the fall leaves. So we have the harvest moon. What is the harvest moon? It's like abundance, appreciation, a completion of a cycle. It's important to set your intentions, I think, this month, Aquarius. If you don't normally do that for the full moon, I think this month is going to be very potent for you to set your intentions. You do have target here, and it says a goal-oriented person. You may be very goal-oriented this month. You may have a target on your back a little bit with the gossip. But like I said, that does come with being in the spotlight. You also have Lily, and it says spiritual love. But, you know, lilies are extremely significant. They represent, especially white lilies. White lilies could represent the departed, spiritual protection. It could represent innocence and death and rebirth, right? So let's keep that in mind as we go through the tarot and go through your reading, and we'll get back to that a little bit. Here in the beginning of your month, let's look at this. You do have the 10 of Swords. And, you know, the 10 of Swords on this side, because this is a double-sided deck here. The 10 of Swords on this side is sort of a healing force, right? It's a little bit different. It's healing from a painful ending, avoiding like a certain type of ruin, or perhaps you can see he's studying almost, right? Studying what has occurred. Do you notice the eclipse? There's an eclipse on this card, and the eclipse is a time of darkness. So it's interesting. You have the shadow aspect over here over here, and even over here. There is something going on in the shadows with you. You do have here the King of Wands. And we all know the King of Wands is pure energy, right? Goal-oriented. That was on here. Goal-oriented person. You maybe find yourself at the beginning of the month very goal-oriented. He's typically a Leo, although he could be any fire sign, and he could be any sex. So don't get hung up on that. He's definitely a high-energy king. He stops at nothing to achieve his goals. You may be extremely goal-oriented this month, Aquarius, and it looks like, the forces are kind of with you on this, because look, all this energy gives birth to the Chariot. Cancerian energy, right? But more than that, right? Let's look at the Chariot. The Chariot is many things. It represents success, ambition, focus, overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. It is used, it was used as an instrument of war. It was used for racing. It was used for competition. The Hebrews and the Greeks also looked at it as a symbol of power. So look at the beginning of your month. The beginning of your month is an extremely powerful time. You have this 10 of Swords energy that you're healing from. It looks like you're honestly studying. You're in a place of darkness, studying what just happened. You come out of this as the King of Wands, a very assertive, powerful king. You go straight into the Chariot, another assertive card. Now, there is some sort of separation going on during this time, and that sort of makes sense with this 10, with this 10 of Swords, this ending. There is some sort of separation that you're dealing with at the moment. This separation could be anything, right? It could be something obviously in your personal life. This could be a separation from a job that you once had and you sort of loved, or you sort of like, the job could have been anything. It could have been something you had for a long time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want it back. It's just a part of you that seems to be gone, that you're sort of trying to deal with. Here in mid-month, it is represented by creation. Intentions. Didn't we talk about intentions in the moon? Intentions. Intentions are important for you this month. I really believe you should take that harvest moon very seriously. Here in mid-month, you do have the 3 of Pentacles starting off your mid-month cycle. The 3 of Pentacles is, in this deck anyway, it is the creation of something that you are doing alone. Look, he is alone, and if you notice, I hope that focuses. You can see the rose right under him, and in my readings, the rose always represents hope. He's also holding a box with the fire symbol on it. More fire energy, right? Assertiveness, taking the lead. You're doing this by yourself. You're creating something here, Aquarius. You're creating something here. Okay, I'm going to put this aside because this is the center of your whole month. And this is a beautiful card because it is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, it's like you're ready for action. Maybe everything's not exactly in its place, but it's time to exercise some patience because it's coming, right? It is coming. This is my card of manifestation. So if you're trying to manifest, I'm going to say it again. Your intentions this month are going to be everything. The harvest moon is very important. Your shadow work this month is going to be very important. That is the center of your reading. Now, it's interesting also to note here, and I am jumping ahead a little bit, that you have 3 cards with 3 on it. So think about that. The 3 of Pentacles. You have the 3 of Cups, and you also have the 3 of Wands. 3s are very significant. It's growth, it's development. This is going to be an important month for you, Aquarius. It just is. You can take full advantage of this energy and really, really do some amazing work on yourself, amazing work on your life. There is so much potential here on the table, and it's not often I say that in your readings. And I pay attention because I am an Aquarian. So I don't hand out, la-di-da, roses and rainbows type readings. I just tell you what's true and what's on the table. And you have so much potential this month that please don't waste it. Don't waste it. Okay, so now here at the beginning of the end of the month, to make it even more interesting, you do have the Fool. And the Fool on this side is a little bit different, right? The Fool on this side, I mean, he's starting a new day, right? Look at the sun coming up. So you have the sun rising, the beginning of something. What's seriously intriguing is that what is he holding in his hand? He's holding a lily. He's holding a lily. That's key. There's a key here about this lily. Definitely pay attention. You might end up seeing a lily this month. But in any case, the lilies are extremely important. He is on, he's obviously on a cliff, as per almost every Fool card that we see. In his knapsack, he has, generally speaking, he has all 4 suits. He has 1 cup, 1 sword, 1 wand, and 1 pentacle. The interesting thing about this particular card is that what's on the floor there? His cup. He's moving on without the element, without the cup, without emotion. There must have been something that happened here that really hurt, and first of all, the Fool is Aquarius. I mean, people say it's all type of things, but it is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius, and in my opinion, the Fool will always be Aquarius energy. It is definitely, this is definitely a trip forward, a brand new day, putting your emotions on hold and forging ahead to that sunrise. I love that for you. I really, really do. I mean, the lily is innocence. The end of it's death and rebirth. You don't get more innocent than the Fool. You're starting off on a brand new path. And we say that in tarot, but it is an innocent new path. It is like with childlike wonder. Now, this energy gives birth to the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is typically a Taurus. But on this side, he's sitting on his throne and he's looking at his bull. And he also has a watermelon behind him, a watermelon, and he has a pentacle on the back of his chair. We know pentacles are used for magic evocation, right? And they also represent, obviously, the earth element. And it represents money. The watermelon represents good fortune, prosperity, generosity, fertility, and it's behind him. You have something important behind you. You have some sort of foundation here that develops. Now, the last card of the month here is the 3 of Cups. Remember, I jumped ahead with the 3s. The 3s are seriously important this month. Growth, development. You have the 3 of Cups. Now, this side of the 3 of Cups is the traditional side with the 3 women. On this side, it is just you, Aquarius. It is just you. But you're celebrating. Definite, with all the fruit, all the fertility, all the abundance. This is a card of gratitude. You're very grateful for something that happens this month. It's personal happiness. And you know what else it is? It's harvest. You achieved, or you have attained, a harvest by the end of the month. Harvest is a key word for you. You have the harvest moon, and I'm going to say it again. Please set your intentions. Use this power this month for yourself, Aquarius. You have so much potential, and you do have this integration, this union, and I really think this union is something that is going on inside you. I think I see a lot of cards of someone alone really making headway, really making strides for themselves. And I love that energy. You are coming together. You are coming together. There's a part of you that may have been lost in the shuffle when you were a child. Something happened. There's that child still alive inside you, and you're going to have moments this month where you're going to recognize that. But this is a beautiful reading so far. It is a beautiful reading. Okay, so now let's get to the warnings and the blessings. Let's get to your warnings here. Let's get all three of these cards. We do have the Ace of Wands coming in as a warning, and it's this side. This is I would say, the typical side of the Ace of Wands, but you're receiving this. There may be something that happens here out of the blue, Aquarius. A block that comes, right? Out of nowhere. It could be frustrating news, but that lightning strike does indicate there is something that happens that you are being asked not to allow it to infect the rest of your month, because as I said, your month really does look wonderful. And this also, honestly, could be that trigger that we talked about from your childhood that rears its head. And you have the avoidance card here, and this, as a warning, is telling you not to avoid that. Do not avoid any shadow work this month. It's really, really important. You also have the Hierophant here. And this is the card of Taurus. It could represent the legal profession. So you might have something going on in the courts. It could represent religious leaders, politicians. It could represent initiation into something, but it's also a warning not to be narrow-minded, not to just do things the way you have always done them. Think out of the box this month, Aquarius. Definitely think out of the box. You have this energy that gives birth to the moon, and we talked about the moon how many times already. The harvest moon is just going to be amazing for you. Please take full advantage of this. So we have here the moon, and, it's Cancer energy, of course, but, it's after the peace of the star, after the trauma of the tower. You sort of have to delve into our subconscious, right? It's time to face your fears. It is time to face your fears, face your triggers, face your shadow work. Yeah, there is a warning here not to avoid that this month. Meet it head on. Do not avoid it, okay? Now here, let's move to your blessings, because that's always really nice. You have the Emperor, and I love this, because no matter which side you get of the Emperor here, at least in this deck, it's pretty powerful. It is a powerful, powerful card. So the Emperor is a divine masculine, and this is whether you're male or female. You'll be stepping into your divine masculine. He is a master manifester. Aries, of course, but being that he's a cardinal sign, he is the initiator. This could be a person that you're going to meet, or it could be, especially considering all your cards, Aquarius, something that you are stepping into. If you notice, he has all these tools at his disposal, and he has whatever he needs to be successful. Another blessing is, I think, with this Four of Swords, especially on this side here, is, you're going to understand that some of the fires that are burning are not only are they not in your control, they're not your fires, not your circus, not your clowns, You're going to start thinking about yourself, taking a much needed break from drama, and you're going to let somebody else put out the fires. And the last card is the best card. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And, the Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card of success. But on this side, the only caveat is that there is someone trying to get this person's attention. You can see this person in the tower is trying to send a message. And I don't know, is this person trying to hurt your peace? I don't think so. It's in your blessings column. So you might have company here, unexpected company, because she certainly doesn't look like she's expecting it. You have the earth element again, very grounded. Definitely, this card is when you get something that was better than expected. You're alone, but you're not lonely. Financial security, but I'm telling you, this side of the card, you would be alone and not lonely, but there is that thing going on in the background that you have to come back and let me know what that is. Very interesting. And of course, in your blessings column, we just talked about this, you have the earth element grounding you here. And, you know, this is very grounding energy. This is very successful energy. You're being warned not to avoid the shadow work that is going to pop up this month. You're going to be in the limelight in some way, shape, or form this month, Aquarius. Definitely. I mean, it popped up more than once. And I think the biggest takeaway from this is the moon. Use the power of this harvest moon. It's seriously important. The number 40 came out a couple of times. And the lily seems to be very key for you. Very key for you. I'm going to pull one more card here on camera. I'll pull one of these. Give me one card to close out Aquarius's reading, please, for September 2024. Ah, there's the bushfires. There are the bushfires here that are in these pictures. Not your circus, not your monkeys. Okay, Aquarius? The whatever fire that is burning out of control around you, instead of trying to put it out, just let it be and let someone else put it out. Take your much needed rest. I'm telling you, you're going to be successful this month. Something's going to happen. You're going to have an achievement. Really think about the good. Think about all the positive energy that's coming towards you, and please milk it for all it's worth, Aquarius. This is your time to shine. I wish you all the best, my friend. Namaste.